We're going to look at finding the volume of a model of a rectangular prism. So right here we have a model of a rectangular prism, and we're going to find the volume. Now let's remember, volume is the amount of space a 3D object takes up. So if I wanted to find the volume of this figure, I need to find out all the space that it takes up. And we measure volume in cubic units. So what I need to do is count the cubic units. Since the cubes are not labeled as feet or inches or centimeters, it's just called a unit. So I'm going to find the amount of cubic units here. So the way that I like to do it is I like to count how many cubic units in the top layer. So there's 1, 2, 3 on the top layer. And then I like to count how many layers we have. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. So there's 4 layers of 3. So that's 4 threes, 4 sets of 3. That makes 12. So this has a volume of 12 cubic units. And we can write it like that. That's pronounced 12 cubic units, even though the 3 is at the end. If you wanted to, you could write out cubic units in words. Here's another one. So here's a model of a rectangular prism, and I want to find the volume. Remember, the volume is the amount of space it takes up. We measure it in cubes, in cubic units. So I'm going to count how many are in the top layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 cubic units in the top layer. And then there's 2 layers. So 2 layers of 10. That's 2 tens. That makes 20. So this has a volume of 20 cubic units, like that. And here's another one. Here's my rectangular prism. I know it's a rectangular prism because it's a 3D object with 6 faces, and the faces are rectangles. And so since the sides or the faces are all rectangles, and there's 6 faces, I know it's a rectangular prism. And I'm going to find the volume. So I'm going to count how many are in the top layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cubic units in the top layer. And then there's 1, 2, 3 layers. So 3 layers of 6. 3 sixes makes 18. So this has a volume of 18 cubic units. And you can abbreviate units with UN. Now here's another one. I didn't make this one, but we've got a picture here of a rectangular prism, and we want to find the volume. So I'm going to count how many cubes are in the top layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Or you could just notice that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across and 1, 2, 3, 4 back to make 24. Either way, there's 24 on the top layer, and then there's 2 layers of 24. Here's my top layer, and there's my second one. So I have 2 24s. So that would be 24 times 2, which is 48. So this has a volume of 48 cubic units. Since it's not labeled as feet or inches, centimeters, or so on, it's called units. So this is 48 cubic units. And here's another one. I want to count how many are on the top layer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there's 18 in the top layer, and then there's 1, 2, 3 layers. So we have 3 18s. So you might need to multiply 18 times 3. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 1 is 3. Plus 2 is 5. So this has a volume of 54 cubic units. And that's how it's pronounced, cubic units, even though the 3 is at the end. And here we go. Here's our last one. Let's count how many are on the top layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So there's 24 on the top layer. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. So we have 4 layers of 24. So 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So this has a volume of 96 cubic units.